to behave. 21st century mass perversion was voted up online today. So tonight we come, 'cause girls love digital. Girls love digital. Girls love digital. Girls love digital. You know we're watching. We're the audience you like. Put a sexy pic on your profile. Show them all how you've gone wild. So tonight we come, 'cause girls love digital. Girls love digital. Girls love digital. Girls love digital. It's okay, it's safe, men do it anyway. All day, get his name and let those haters hate. Not your fault, there's a law, and we love you all. Keep score, get some more, take total control. They say it's not right for you to act this way online. But if the whole damn world is gonna try to curb girls and ladies shine, your most dangerous lie. So tonight we come, 'cause girls love digital. Girls love digital. Girls love digital. Girls love digital. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's okay, it's safe, men do it anyway. All day, get his name and let those haters hate.
Welcome back, My Night Outers. That was Down City Armory, Girls Love Digital. Before that was Frenzy of Tongs, Doctor Who. Speaking of Frenzy of Tongs, if you haven't seen them, I have the perfect opportunity for you, November 28th at Borowski's Cafe.
What?
In beautiful downtown West Warwick, right on Main Street, 1662 Main Street in West Warwick. They have just a hardcore matinee. That's the name of it, hardcore matinee. They have Roadkill, Held Hostage, Words of Truth, Bad Blood, and Frenzy of Tongs will be opening the afternoon. They're starting right at 12. If you have not been to Borowski's, that whole conversation we just had about being very tightly packed in a space with people, that's what you can expect, because Borowski's is known for these type of shows. They do a matinee show, and if you're not in there to buy a drink, or you're just struggling to get to and from the door, there is just so many people that go to these shows in a small dive bar.
Yeah, it's kind of a quieter club, but every once in a while they'll throw one of these big barn burners.
I've caught their St. Patrick's Day show several times. I don't really remember leaving all that many times, but they definitely throw a hell of a show on. But after the show's over, and this is the actual part that I was going to talk about, was what is your favorite drunk food? You know that, you've been on a bender for 8, 10, 12 hours. You've consumed 800 beers of varying potencies. You got to put some food in your stomach now. What do you gravitate towards? Personally, I always go towards either the New York system in Oneyville, which, if you're not familiar with a hot wiener, it's a very special blend of, we'll use the term meat.
Spices.
It's meat and spices in a tube. Tube form meat is beautiful, with a meat sauce, again in open quotations, onions, mustard, and celery salt on a steam bun.
And also, I don't know if this is the truth or urban legend, so you heard it here on My Night Out Radio. I've heard that hot wieners are actually illegal in some states.
This is true. Because of the combination of meats, toppings, there are some states that you cannot legally purchase a hot wiener. And even in the states where you can purchase them, like in Rhode Island, the Board of Health steps in and tells you can only put, the guy who's making them can only put so many on his arm, because what they would do is line them up on their arms, and there are guys that would do it all the way from the tip of their fingers all the way to the shoulder. And rumor has it, I cannot confirm nor deny, but the ones near the elbow and the shoulder, or more to the point, the armpit, had a little bit more of a salty flavor. I cannot confirm or deny this. I've always been after the big rush, so he only had like 3 or 4 on his arm. They only went up past his wrist. So,
and the sad part about that conversation is that I'm craving a hot wiener now.
That's the thing. You have, even in just like 1 or 2 beers, I've had nights where I just was not in the mood to drink, which in itself was weird. But coming home from a nightclub, a bar, any type of establishment that serves those type of beverages, even if I ate a huge meal beforehand, you always have to stop and get that. Another place that I know is one of Tony's favorites is Crown Fried Chicken.
That, depending on my location, that is my religious stop.
There's also the taco truck, Poco Loco Taco, which is right outside Scurvy Dog, which marketing genius. You cannot be more brilliant. Let's take a bar room full of inebriate people, and let's park a place where they can get a really good burrito, relatively priced, within arm's length of that building. You just there is no better marketing ploy. They park right in the parking lot. You have to walk past them to get to your car.
And before, it's like the old cartoons with Tom and Jerry where the pie would be on the windowsill and the smell finger would kind of...
Oh, God.
But nothing is better for sobering you up, for lack of a better term, for that ride home than chowing down on a burrito, because you got all your lettuce,
fat,
you got your meat,
carbs.
you got everything.
Oh, yeah. Well, another place, which is literally down the street, would be like Wes's Rib House or any type of the barbecue joints that are open late. Another one, which I almost lost an arm at once because of the person I was sitting next to, not because of anything that actually went wrong. It was either the Waffle House or IHOP. Bickford's used to be a big place to go to.
Right. So Bickford's I went to religiously, and it was weird because if you went there at night or if you went there during the day, they were 24/7. A completely different crowd. And there's a similar place. Actually, I was over there this past weekend in Groton, Connecticut, called the Groton Townhouse, where it has the same menu all day and all night. If you want a T-bone steak at 2:30 in the morning, these folks are going to give you a T-bone steak at 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, the breakfast all day thing is really good for people who are just can't really function that well, because they can pick up a pancake with their hands. Roll it, let's roll the pancakes. Let's get it going in, because you need those carbs to sober you up just enough so you can white knuckle at home and get the sleep that you're definitely got coming towards you. So if you have any recommendations or any type of a restaurant that you think would be good drunk food, or it is your drunk food place, send me a message, Facebook.com, or send me an email.
And some of these places have gotten to the point, I know sometimes you see it at Denny's, Bickford's back in the day, things get so rowdy at the restaurants as opposed to the nightclubs that some of these places actually have police officers. This is a pancake house, and there's cops there.
Well, they know the people that are coming in. Wes's Rib House, for the longest time, I believe it was from midnight till about 3 in the morning, would have a cop either in the parking lot or in the building. Same thing with, the Oneyville, New York system. If they're not in the parking lot, they're in the gas station across the street. There are at least 1 to 2 cruisers sitting there because they know this is going to be the drunk mecca for the next couple of hours. And I will admit, There've been a few nights where I probably should not have even made it that far, but had. And the food that they give you may be questionable. When you're sober, does it taste the same? That's the other question. Have you ever gone to your favorite drunk food place sober, and you're like, how do I even eat this crap?
So when Bickford's was popular, the food was a little bit less to be desired, but I went there 2 or 3 nights in a row, and the food was fantastic. So I asked Chuck, the waiter, unfortunately the now late Chuck, great guy. I said, I kind of kindly put to him, the food's really been good lately, and the reason of that was they were now using prison labor to come in there on third shift. These guys were about to go back out into society, and they could do work release and stuff, and they had a prison chef there on third shift, and this guy actually cared about working in this greasy spoon, and he was just putting out some fantastic food.
Give someone the opportunity, and chances are they'll amaze you with what they'll do, and that's something for a lot of people to think about. If you're either bar staff, wait staff, cooks, whatever, if they're not happy in their job, it's going to come out in their product. I personally, I don't go out of my way to say, well, is the chef happy today? But, you go to places, if you get a bad meal there once, okay, maybe it happens. If it's multiple times, chances are either the cook or one of the sous chefs are looking to get the heck out of there, and they've just lost interest in that business.
And we've talked about it on my show. We've talked about it on this show, and I've seen it. I live in kind of a smaller, quieter area where you see the guy who owns the local coffee shop and the local chef as you're walking around. And what we do, and when you're in a small business like that, these people are their brands.
Oh, yeah.
So if you walk into the restaurant and this guy is miserable, they're actually affecting the whole business. Now, the opposite of that is when we go into Aqualante's up the street here, and the owners are there, and they remember you from last time. They know what you want for a drink.
I can't remember the husband's name. I know the Mary. Mary, every time I've gone in there, I've talked to her, and she actually knows me by my order.
Yeah.
And every time you talk to her, she is happy, pleasant. If you go there around Christmas time, she makes her own chocolates, and she actually walks around with a box of chocolates. Right now, I'm salivating thinking of the
30-pack in a box of chocolates?
That's it. 30-rack in a box of chocolates. We'll call that a night. But I'm going to digress here. We're going to take a little break.
Yeah, I'm friggin' starving now.
I know. This is to make up for all the weeks where we didn't talk about food. Now we're going to be very food-centric. So we're going to take a break here. We're going to listen to Tester. The name of the band is Tester. The name of the song is We Are Forever. And we'll be back in a minute. You're listening to My Night Out Radio.